What's up, folks, and welcome back. Sorry for being a little bit MIA. I've been working on a lot of really awesome stuff for my Inner Circle membership, and one of which is coming up is our intellectual property call. So we've had a bunch of wins, and once a month I do an AMA. So I do a call once a week, but once a month the AMA is kind of substituted with either myself or, somebody of a profession that would be beneficial to us in the POD space. And this week's call is going to be with representatives from Gerben Law Firm, who I've used in the past and had a working relationship over the last 8 years or so with registering trademarks and intellectual property and things of that nature. The representatives for that call are going to be Eric Perot and Sophie Eadbrook, who are going to give us overview on trademarks, copyrights, intellectual property, and how it applies to print on demand. And also we're going to cover a bunch of questions. So I'm super excited for that one, but it's taken me away from the entire content creation. So back at it here, we're going to go over my merch numbers for the last 2 weeks or so, and then we're going to dive into a product category that I have never touched before. I'm looking forward to this one because I think there's a ton of untapped potential there. And of course, we'll get into some Kittl AI going on here because, as I've said before, it isn't AI that is going to take your job. It's people using AI that are going to be the ones taking the jobs from those who are not. So let's get right into it here. July has been a slow start. So you can see I did, it was adjusted to just under 7,000 for the US market only. That's all I'm showing right now, which is the bulk of my sales anyway. This month I'm at almost 4,100. I'll be probably just over that by the time today is over. Yesterday was a good day at $249 in royalties. So that's again what Amazon pays me. And then the previous days leading up to that have started to do this incline here, which is nice. We did have Prime Day on the 17th and 16th of the month. So we did 344, almost 345, and almost 340. So just under $700 in 2 days there. So it's kind of been a testament to the extra bump on this week. But other than that, I've been kind of flat. It's been, roughly around, the average now is $200 a day. But prior to this week, it was closer to about 150 to 170 a day, which is a significant enough dip. I was up 17% on the 22nd of June compared to where we are today. So looks like we're trending upwards again though. I've actually uploaded a couple of things here just because I finally got a few more pieces of art done, and it looks like, as soon as you kind of massage the beast a little, your sales start to climb, right? So there we are for that. I wanted to show you guys too something because people are still saying that there's no money to be made in merch and the glory days are over. Well, I just kind of pulled up all the designs I made this year on t-shirts. So jumping into this here, I just sorted by created this year. So we've only got designs on products that I've created this year. I've sorted by sold. So we've got 468 of this one design sold this year alone, right? 273, 175, 155. We got several here up over 100. These are the royalties they've made me each shirt. It just goes on, but these are all designs that you can see created this year. April 20th, 2024, you'll see 2024, and you can see that all the way down, right? And we're down into single digits, down to where we have none here. So out of 201, if I go and filter again, greater than or equals 1, see what happens here, 81. We've got 81 divided by, what was it, 201? 40% of my listings have sold. And you've heard before the 80-20 rule, where it says that 80% of your revenue or income will come from 20% of your products. Well, I've been fortunate enough here to go on and double that. So that is a significant amount here. So again, you can see, some designs this year I've sold almost 500, sold 273, 175. Again, I'm making money on designs that are uploaded this year as recently as, I want to say 3 weeks ago was the most recent design. Other than the ones I published a couple yesterday and the day before, which I have not yet run ads to, but I intend to, which will help boost them, at least initially, in the algorithm. The goal for the first 6 to 8 months of every year for me is to get sales in and get reviews. And that said, as you know, I list nothing under $18. Everything is 18 bucks. I start around there and then I go up from there. So everything has made me money from the get-go, and I'm obviously selling several of these a day. So everybody that prices low at the, the $13, $14, make $0 to $1 a pop or whatever, $1.50 a pop. Their rationale for pricing low is to get those sales in and reviews in and all that before Q4. I'm doing the same thing, pricing at $18. So stop pricing to the bottom, because I mean, arguably I could be, I think, doing better than some who are pricing really low. And I can tell you that it works because I see people that rip off my stuff almost immediately and they price at the $13.38 or $37 or whatever it is to make $0 just so that they can get, the sales velocity ball rolling. It doesn't work. They're ripping my exact design off and they can't touch the sales velocity that I've already got. So that brings me to one of the next videos I'm hoping to drop next week, actually, is about the pitfalls of pricing poorly. Yes, I love alliteration, triple P there, but it's all about why you should not be pricing and racing to the bottom. So look out for that one. Click the subscribe and then the notification bell so you do get notified when that video is dropped. So over here looking at Etsy now, I was looking for a gift for somebody who lives on a lake and spends all their time there, and I thought this would be a really cool idea. And then I just kind of went down the rabbit hole as I typically do, right? And then what popped up was these lake prints, and then I was just thinking, well, hey, you can put these prints on shirts, you can put these prints quite literally like this on a canvas, right? You can just type the personalization here of whatever lake it is you want, or state, or whatever it is, and this person will turn around and get you those digital downloads. So they've sold 2,200 of these. The listing is almost 4 years old. They're doing about $594 a month just on this one listing. They got tons of listings here. What about putting this on canvas, right? So I went down a further rabbit hole. Then I came across this one where somebody's painting this. It's beautiful. So I started looking at that, and then I fell down this rabbit hole here. And this one looks like it's an oil painting. Just clicked on it here. It says only 2 left in 2 carts. They've sold 14 of these, so I know they're selling prints of it. Looking at the sizing here, so if we were to do 32 by 48 inches, they're charging $264.49. Shipping, they're saying free. So coming from Hong Kong, I'm gonna speculate that it's print on demand. So at $264.49, I wanted to check here in Everbee again, and I'll leave a link down below as usual, as you guys know, to try this for free and at least get 2 months free, I believe. 14 sales, 5 months old. It's not showing anything for revenue here, but this listing is only 5 months old. They've already got 14 sales. They're doing, just over 2 sales a month right now. It's going to probably blow up in terms of stuff as we get closer to Christmas. I was looking at some of the reviews. Good seller, very responsive, accommodating, making some minor changes to the painting to suit our preference. You wouldn't be able to necessarily do that if you were not obviously selling AI generated, right? So I wanted to check this out and see what we could come up with in Kittl now. So I jumped over to Kittl. Actually, wait, before we get there, I wanted to show you guys what we're looking at. So we've got the abstract fish here, 32 by 48. If we're looking in Kittl and we look at the matte canvas, we've got John Doe here, and I'm looking at 32 by 48, 6401. So we've got 6401 plus shipping now on the 32 by 48. $39.19 is 103. So out the door, our cost is 103 US dollars. These folks are selling it for $264.49. So let's just pop over here. Let's go to the Etsy calculator. Our sales price, 6401. And they've got a 30% off sale here. So normally this is $377.84. So I'm actually gonna put that price in there, 377.84. Calculate, look at this, 63% margin. They're not touching this element at all. They're creating this arguably with AI or something like that, which I'm gonna show you how we can do something super similar in Kittl in a minute. But their total cost of goods are $103. This is the revenue. This is the total cost. Net profit $238 on one item after fees. Discounts, we're gonna do 30% off now. Let's see where we're at. 51% margin. They're doubling up. Their cost out the door $128, and they're selling for over their costs, right? Just $135 profit. So if we look at this again, they've got 14 sales here in under 5 months. And if we were gonna do the 5 times 14 sales times the 135, they've made almost 2 grand US in 5 months without even touching this product, right? And if we had no sale, for example, let's say half of them came from that, so we could do a 15% off sale just to see what that would be like. Half of them were on sale, half of them maybe not. And now we're looking at a $187 profit. Average of probably close to $2,600 is more accurate in terms of what their net profit actually is. This is crazy. This is one listing. And again, looking at the data here, in 5 months, they got 85 favorites and 2 reviews already. This thing is just gonna go scaling upwards come Q4, but onwards and upwards. I came over here to Kittl and I just wanted to see, you know, with a vertical scale, what I could do. So I searched abstract red fish school in a circle in a tunnel of water, oil painting. Just took the start of the title here, dumped it into Kittl to see what we could come up with. And our first one, I had not selected anything down here for a style. And these are our first 2 iterations here. We have some similarities here, right? You can see that. I've noticed with Kittl that sometimes less is more in here, so I didn't get too descriptive like you have to do in some other ones and put like a full paragraph. I didn't do that at all. So now I'm going to click oil painting here for the image style and see what it turns up with. All right, much better. Kind of like where this is going. Pretty cool. It's goldfish. You know, these ones don't look so awesome, but these look pretty good, and it's still abstract, and it's kind of a cool painting actually. I could see that hanging on somebody's wall in the room. It's a pop of color on, again, that sterile kind of minimalist, maybe kitchen or home staging. You would need a pop of color in a very white or neutral tone room. This is how you do it. So let's try one more time here. I'm just gonna change absolutely nothing and click on generate image again and again and again. So I did 2 here. This looks pretty sweet, and I have to give kudos to the folks at Kittl because I just watched a video about their AI tips and tricks, and you can use one of your own designs here as a saved style. So you could download one of these and then save it here. So I'm gonna try that. I actually really like this one, and I mean, it's similar, right? Zoom in on here and see what we're looking at. Not much by way of detail here for the fish. We've got actually more detail in this one. The general aesthetic of this painting is pretty sweet. So I think this is the one I like. I'm just gonna right click on this now. Thank you, Kittl, for the mention of this, because I didn't even know you could do it. And you'll see right here that you can save up to 12 styles. I haven't saved any, but I right clicked on this one because I like it the best, and you can save as image gen style. So I'm saving that now. You could also upload your own. That's what that is. You can drag and drop onto here, or just click it and select it from your database of files or whatever you got. It's saving. Now I can use this as the reference for this prompt. And again, I like to use advanced here. It does take a little longer than the turbo, but the quality is easily well worth the wait. Now that is cool. This could almost be patriotic too, right? If you're into the red, white, and blue over there. I'm gonna try it again. And here we are now. Look at this. Looks more acrylic here. And this looks awesome with the brush strokes. This is cool. Look at this. I think I'm just going to make this as big as I can here. It looks like 36 by 30 is the biggest at 300, which is going to be way too big anyway, but better safe than sorry. I'm going to download you, and I'm excited to see how this turns out. So let's start designing here. The variant we're looking for is, you know what, even the 36 by 24 is plenty. That is poster size. That's horizontal though. We want vertical. So we could look at 32 by 48. There we go. Let's drag and drop you onto here. It is a significant file size at 67.5, 68 megs, but we'll see. Might actually be okay here. Looks like it's loading fine. See the side view, and then we have context here. You can see it in actual mock-ups, and look at this. Look how good that looks on the mock-up as is already. So again, super easy. Kittl for the win again. I don't know how, but this tool seems to keep getting better and better. You can save your own styles. If you find something you like I might actually save this one now. Abstract art. So it's going to create in the same kind of style. Just do one more for good measure here because I have not used this one, but it is my favorite. This looks really, really good. This tool just keeps getting better and better. I didn't even know you could save the styles here of your own style and just, you know, have stuff created in its image, which is pretty sweet. But again, look at the profit margins here. These are crazy. This is what people are paying for. Sure that the original may have been handmade, but you can make something pretty solid, especially if you're going abstract, right? It doesn't even have to have a subject matter like a fish. It can just be the swirls with the paint strokes, and it can look amazing, and you can make some real money here. Again, this is a $187 profit at the 15%. Even if we went 30, we're still looking at a $135 profit, one item, and this cost you nothing in terms of going above and beyond a Kittl subscription here, which, by the way, I've got a coupon code down below before I forget for 25% off, which will get you 25% off either monthly or even good on the annual, which is the pro plan. But if you wanted to sell it for a 40% margin, so maybe we keep a 30% sale here, but we only went 300 for argument's sake. Now we're at a 40% margin, pretty good for quick math, still making 86 bucks. Even if you wanted to sell, and this is an outlandish size here, we're 38 by 42, it is pretty big. You can go all kinds of sizes and make all kinds of money on all kinds of different size items. Just wanted to show you guys a sneak peek of the upcoming events here. Like I said, we've got our intellectual property call coming up on Wednesday. This is with Eric and Sophie from Gerben Law Firm. They're going to do a 20-minute walkthrough with 20-30 minutes of Q&A. We've also got Sheila doing a Pinterest overview and training, and then we've got the graphic design training and hot seat review. So I'll do a graphic design training and then followed by a hot seat design review. So you submit your designs and we'll go through and we'll edit them, we'll change them. And because you had a hand in the design, perfectly legal to sell on Etsy, but you can also sell it on any other platform you want. I'll make tweaks to it. We'll go through it together. And then whatever we end up with a final product, you get to keep and sell that as your own, right? And then, we've got the week after another niche research and design call, live trainings. You guys give me the niche, I go into it live, do the deep dive stuff, and we talk about everything you wanted to look at. And then the next one is the design titles and tags, another hot seat one where we go over titles and tags in addition, and it just goes on and on. That said, I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek here. We are pretty stoked at the amount of success that we're seeing from our members. It's been mind-blowing. So a big thank you to our members for that, because you've also allowed us now to donate almost $300 to Fragments of Hope Belize, and we're going to be donating $1 for every single person who is present in our membership every month. So if you're in that membership for 12 months, $12 is going to get donated, right? It's not $1 per person who joins, it's $1 per person per month. So we're only 2 months in, we're over 300 bucks now. I'm stoked to be able to contribute to the sustenance of our planet in that kind of way, in a way that I know how. You can get on the wait list to get notified when I reopen the doors to that, but we're going to reopen, it looks like the 3rd week of September right now, so we're a little about 2 months out, get hitting the ground running for Q4 there. So get on the wait list, check it out. And as usual, I've got the coupons, like I said, for Everbee, Printify, and Kittl all down below. You can save yourself 25% on Kittl, up to $72 on the annual. You can save yourself, I think, half off for the first 2 months for Everbee as well. And I think it's 30 days free trial of Printify Premium down below too. So you can save like a whack load of money and sell one of these canvases and make all that money back before you've even spent any real out-of-pocket stuff. So check it out. Thanks for sticking around. Let me know what niches you want me to jump into next. I had no idea that this would be such a cool product category, but you can definitely let me know if there's any other products you'd like to see me design something for. We don't have to stick to t-shirts. I like t-shirts. I'm good at t-shirts, but we can, jump into all kinds of realms here. So let me know down below what you guys think, and let me know your thoughts on AI. Is it taking over, the good and the bad? Let me know what your thoughts down there. I have mine. I've told you them already. I don't think it's something that is going to go away. I think it's something that we all need to get on board and get used to using as it relates to print on demand. But let me know your thoughts. I'm genuinely curious. See you in the next one.